Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be making a rocker card using the embellishments and dies from the Anna Griffin Finishing School Craft Box Celebration Chest. This is a really fun card that is shaped in an oval that rocks back and forth, so it gives the recipient something to play with while they glance and enjoy all the beauty of the card. I appreciate everyone for watching my videos. I just ask that you like, comment, and subscribe, and even maybe share this video with a crafty friend. Let's get started. I got my rocker die set at Create last November. It was a special release that she only gave to Create attendees, and so she released it this month on HSN, or last month, and it's a little bit different and it's been revamped. So if you pick this die up, it will look a little bit different than the one that I have in this video. I'm also going to be using the Fanciful Concentric frame dies, and I'm also going to be using the dies from out of the celebration chest, and the fireworks die in this is just going to give the card that wow factor. Right here are the materials that we're going to be using, and I'm going to have 2 pieces of gold foil, matte gold foil, 2 cardstock layers in a dark blue, an Anna Griffin ivory cardstock, and a red cardstock from the Gentleman's Study collection, and it is double-sided. I'm going to be using my long Anna Griffin plate system because I'm going to try to cut multiple dies at the same time. And when I'm cutting out the die from the Fanciful Concentric frame set, I am going to be cutting 3 pieces of cardstock all at once. The blue one, the ivory one, and the red one. Did run the plate system through the Empress twice to make sure that it cut through all 3 layers of the die, and it looks like it did a fabulous job. So if you need to cut multiple pieces of paper, just run the plate system through multiple times to get through all the layers. And with our rocker piece, you can see that it scored where it needed to, and it also cut in the areas that it needs to also. I used a pattern cardstock to make my rocker because the base is going to be exposed, but you can just use a plain piece of cardstock. For our pretty gold, matte gold foil cardstock pieces, I'm going to cut a layer of the Fanciful Concentric die, the fireworks die, the hinge for the rocker, and the inner piece of the Fanciful Concentric die. The rest of the gold foil, I'm going to cut out 3 of the fireworks die, so I'm going to use the rest of it. I'm going to cut that die out 3 times. I thought I would show you guys the information sheet that came with the rocker card die that I received. I'm not sure if the one that is being released now looks the same, and these are the instructions that came on the back. And since I haven't made this in a while, I'm going to utilize these instructions while I am putting this rocker card together. To assemble our rocker card, we want to take the center score line and fold it in a mountain or upward. Then take the side folds and fold them also in an upward shape or a mountain shape. And it should look like this. The rest of it kind of just starts to fold on its own, but then there's 2 more mountain folds in the top of the card, and then the center fold kind of just goes down on its own, but it goes into a valley. And you should have a half moon shape or a half circle shape by the time you've finished, if you've done it correctly. Even though I'm not going to be showing you this in the video, I recommend taking a bone folder and just really creasing down all of the score lines to make sure that they're nice and crisp. Now, this is what I really want to show you guys, is that this is the back of the rocker card, and this is the front of the rocker card, and where we're going to be putting all of our decorations. So just make sure that you're decorating on the right side of the rocker card base. I thought you guys might want to see the rocker cards that I made at Create last year. It was during November, so we were making Christmas card ones for the holidays. And so both of these are Christmas cards, but this is how they turned out and this is how they rock. And they're just super cute. I didn't give them out because I had already done one of her card kits and that's what I had given out. But hey, who knows, maybe this year I will make all rocker cards for Christmas. Remember this little piece that we cut out of the gold foil cardstock? This is the rocker hinge, and it goes in the shape of an M. It's super easy. The middle fold goes down like a valley, and the two outer score lines go down like mountains, and you have your shape. In the Create class, we made our hinge the same color as our rocker base in case you wanted to put it on showing where people could see it. When I added my glue, I started putting it on to where you could see it, but then I didn't like it because it looked too contrasting, so I turned it upside down and put it where it wouldn't be seen. It is your choice. If you want it as a decoration piece where if someone turns it upside down, they see the same thing that they see as the card base, then just cut it out of the same cardstock. Put it where you want to. I say put it closer to the bottom of the rocker. I'm putting it in the middle right now, but I am going to move it because it's not in the right section. Put it more toward the bottom of the rocker card to give it that stability that it needs to hold all of these embellishments that I am about to put on it. These are the 3 shadow layers that we cut out of the Fanciful Concentric die set. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut these in half. I'm going to cut the red one in half, and I'm also going to cut the ivory one in half. And now what I want to do is offset them onto each other. Just know that when I went to glue these on and I offset them with too much of an offset. Make sure it's just a tiny amount of color that you're showing, because this is what's going to make your card wider. And if you want it to be able to fit into a 5x7 envelope, don't make it too wide or else it just won't fit. Now you'll have to make a box for your card, which I have to do. Another thing that I want to say is that with this part of it, it's optional. You don't have to do this part because you only need the blue base. I just thought I'd try something fun and add some extra dimension to the card. But if you're trying to keep it 5x7 and you want to go into a 5x7 envelope, you may want to skip this step. The next advisory word of caution that I would like to say with this card, if you decide to make these offset layers, is that the back of it doesn't look so cute at all. So cut out one more layer that you're going to use to cover over all of your messy layers that you put onto your card. As you can see, I did go a little overboard with the embellishments on this card. You can make it more simplistic, but this also shows that you can go to town layering and just adding things everywhere on these types of cards. So just have fun. I appreciate everyone for watching my videos. I just ask that you like, comment, and subscribe, and even maybe share this video with a crafty friend. Let's get started.